YouTube friends and everybody else in the Sports Card Wild West marketplace today. It is Sports Cards Daily live with Ziggy. It is 8/3/21, August 3rd, 2021. It is Tom Brady's birthday, by the way. Give Tom Brady a happy birthday, the GOAT. In my opinion, there are really two GOATs in sports. There's Tom Brady and there's Michael Jordan. Because there's really only a couple greatest of all times, right? You can't have 55 greatest of all times. Everybody's a GOAT. It's like a whole herd of sheep or herd of goats, right? There's two GOATs in my life. Brady and Jordan, period. That's where I'm going. Not here to debate it. Where'd my chat go? What the heck did I do? Oh, there we go. Good morning, Evan. So I am trying to play with StreamYard. I think I got my logo up in the corner. Let's see how that works. What else today? Lots of great information and news. There's lots of stuff going on today for a kind of a Tuesday. I'm going to go through some news. We're going to go through some market indexes. We're going to talk about some videos from yesterday. I will touch just a little bit, about some drops that are coming out today in the NFT world. And we will take comments, questions from everybody else. So that's Sports Cards Daily Live. Thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it. And I'm hoping to keep pushing out the messages, keep sharing my experiences, my thoughts, and listening to others and learning and helping with you and, all that stuff we do every day. Okay, let's jump in. Where'd my share button go? I messed with my, what's this thing called? StreamYard today. And messing with it, I think I might have messed it up. Bam. Let's go into news first. We'll start here in the news. We'll come back to news at the end. National Baseball Card Day is set for Saturday. Keep that on your radar. If you haven't already, please check that out. I believe you can go to your local stores, get some free packs. They kind of go through the checklist here for you. Talk a little bit about spend $10 on Topps cards. The store, and you'll get 31st card. Return August $10. Pick up 32nd card. Okay. They talk a little bit about this. Oh, I see. The 31st card is not in the checklist, and the 32nd card is not in the checklist. So National, you can check out the stores that are participating, the giveaway. Again, this is all off of Sports Collectors Daily. I'm going to assume this information will be on the Topps website as well, but I did want to put it on the radar. We'll talk about that more later this week. But Saturday, August 7th, is National Baseball Card Day. Really excited about that. They have National Hockey Day. They have National Baseball Card Day. Is there a National Football Card Day or National Basketball Card Day? I don't know. If they are, they're kind of quiet. Maybe they're too expensive to do. Lots of stuff on the National, right? Lots of people talking about the National. We're talking about some videos about that today, but I do want to bring your attention to Sports Collectors Daily. Great little video article here on kind of 10 things learned from somebody new to the National, which I thought was really cool. I really enjoyed this. They had some really good insights, talked about kids, all the stuff they saw. It was very, very, very worth a quick read. So I do recommend that. I love one thing I'll take. So I will say this real quickly. I have listened to a lot of videos. I'm going to be honest, Michael Ham's comments the other night on my channel were probably the best information that I heard, because he gave me information about free breaks, about free products, about T-shirts. Everybody else, it seems like no one else mentioned that at all, right? Not that I'm looking only for free, but I think that's something that would get people to go. Like, I'm thinking to myself, we go next year, I'm going to take my son, we'll go here, I'll go there, you get in this line, we'd split up. So I really enjoyed his perspective versus some of the other ones. It's been kind of like, well, the National is this, or, I think the best tip I heard from anybody else, Michael Ham gave some great tips. The best tip that I heard from other channels was wear padded shoes, because apparently the whole floor is concrete, which is really terrible when you think about it. Oh, I want to share a couple things. I want to mention real quickly. Remember the Sasha T deal that he did, and he blocked out the value of the card? Well, it wasn't blocked out on another video. So I'll show you the video you can watch to listen to it. And I'm even going to share you the information because, hey, it's in the video. So I think it's foolish of me not to share it. Like, he didn't say not to share it. So I'll just tell you in a minute. But Sasha T, who didn't want people to know how much you paid for the Hamilton, another channel who was the seller of the channel, shared what they did, which I thought was kind of funny. Let's see. Let's get into the indices real quickly here before we go into some videos. Interesting. Again, I like looking at this every week. This is Star Stock. Why I like Star Stock is they focus on Prism base. They focus on a set number of rookies in this space. They're not looking at vintage and goats and all other stuff. They just focus on kind of the most liquid cards in the space. They either do them in Star Stock A or in PSA 10s. And NFL's down, which I'm kind of surprised about. Remember, I thought everybody's supposed to be buying right now in August. I thought this is when everything takes off, man. Isn't this when it's football season's coming, right? But people are down right now in the football space. Let's look at some of the dives here. This is a pretty big fall. Maker Bayfield Maker Bayfield, Faker Bakeman. You know what I'm talking about. Down what, 70? Yeah, $70. That's a pretty big dip. The other guys are up a little bit, little dips. I think Baker probably pulled down the index, it looks like, which is kind of surprising. So, one index sale doesn't really make the index, but hey, we are watching what's going on. I also like seeing the players they have in here, right? Because up here, these are PSA 10s, by the way. Josh, PSA 10s. And Josh is definitely hot. Josh has been hot. He's kept this heat pretty much over the summer. Lamar's still doing well. Personally, I'm going to tell you right now. Nope. Maybe. Nope. Maybe. Nope. Absolutely not. Nope. Absolutely not. These are the guys that I just would not buy at all. I just wouldn't touch these guys. I definitely wouldn't touch Josh Allen, Lamar. In fact, one thing I mentioned the other day is I realized I don't buy graded cards. Seldom. Like, I can't think of the last time I bought a graded card, right? I normally buy boxes, breaks, or raw, and I create graded cards by shipping them off to get graded. And the reason I do that, and the reason most people do it, is because there's value add. You're adding value to the card. If you just buy a graded card, the only value you have in it is holding it and waiting for a performance or something else to happen, right? So that's why I don't know, I just stay away from this. Like, I wouldn't buy a Josh Allen for $920. No. There's a lot of other things I spend $920 for before I buy Josh Allen. I'd buy more product, more breaks or something like that. And then here you got, I guess a lot of these guys I would not even touch. Like, I'm not into tight ends at all. Tight ends don't make money. And anyway, we'll move on to the next indices. Next indices is baseball. Baseball has just been beaten like the redheaded stepchild, man. I mean, look at this thing, 670 up $1,000, down another 26% or 26 points, 3.8%. And I can't really tell you why. I mean, I guess there's a lot of injuries, right? So, Vlad is down, Soto's is even, Ohtani's even down, which is kind of surprising. Maybe he got it too high. Kuna's kind of stabled out. Where's Tatis? Tatis? Did I miss him? Where is Mr. Tatis? Mr. Tatis, there he is. He's actually still stayed steady with his injury. But again, I guess there's not a big movement in the baseball card space. Those are all PSA 10s. PSA 10s. I guess I think my thoughts on this is probably a lot of it's prospecting. I think a lot of times you get these guys before they become rookies. Once they're rookies, kind of the hype's already there. But again, as far as buying something, I'm not buying baseball cards. I would hold Ohtani, maybe buy a few Ohtanis. I'm really questionable on Tatis with his injuries. Acuna too. I mean, we call these guys, the greatest that's going to be there. Oh, they're going to be like Trout, and then injuries in life interrupt. So we just don't know. I mean, a lot of speculation goes in these players, but did want to share that indices with you. And then on to the last one, and that is basketball. Basketball's actually up. Yeah, basketball put up almost a 1% gain. Little dip to the north. Dip. Luka, 250. Zion, 170. Boy, those prices are way off their highs. Little pop here in Fox, Michael Porter Jr., Colin Sexton, and then just some other guys, but little dips on Ayton and RJ Barrett. So not very much movement in this indices. And again, I believe these are all star stock A valued players. My thoughts on them. Again, I'm not buying any of these guys. There's guys I'm holding and not selling, but I would sell Tatum. I'd sell Mitchell. There's a lot of trade stuff going on too. I saw Dante Graham was sent over to the Zion to the Pelicans. I saw that Ball went to the Bulls. So it's going to be a lot of movement, in my opinion, when this stuff happens. But right now, I'm just kind of watching, see where the indices goes. Love to hear your thoughts, comments, opinions. And how do you guys use these indices? I like them. Are there better ones out there? Not that I've seen. But that's just, my take. Let's go into some videos. Okay, start here. Interesting video here. Long conversation from two guys, Warehouse Sports Cards, talking about Sports Card National Convention sucked. And I loved it. And it's a good video. So these two guys, I believe this was, I forget this gentleman's name. It's Mike and Nathan. I forget who's Mike and who's Nathan. This gentleman here was his first national, I believe. This gentleman there has his fifth national. They're both in the area. They talked about it. One of the things they complained about was there's just too many people, which I agree. With so many people, it's hard to get and do the things you want to do. Like back in the years when I went to national, I won't say it was a cricket conference, but it just wasn't packed. So you could get around, you could do stuff, you could participate. I remember I could go to the Toss booth and be there for the signing. I could go to the Panini booth, be there for the packet drop. I could go here for this event. So maybe there were just too many people to do all this. They also gave some really interesting perspectives. One of the comments this gentleman makes, who's been a card owner, stay dogs. is that I guess in his area, I think in St. Louis, there were 4 local card stores before the boom, and now there's 16. And he goes, in 4 years from now, there's more likely to be 4 than there is to be 30 or 16. And I've been saying that for a long time. And that's what I'm talking about. That's the correction we're going to see in the market. Everybody keeps telling you, oh, sports cards are fine. Guys, you're lying to yourself. I'm not saying they're not going to be fine, but we don't have the same energy and the same hype that we did last year to sustain 16 card stores around one city, right? So that's going to be a challenge. Some of those card stores, and I'm going to tell you another thing, I bet you all 16 of these card stores don't have allocated product. So those are the things I'm looking for in correction. This hobby will go back to normal when manufacturers reduce the amount of products and print runs, when we bring the prices back a little bit more to suggested retail price, and we see less and less of these. Everybody's got a breaking at home. Everybody's got, everybody can grade, and everybody's got a store. There's just too many breakers, too many graders, and too many sports card stores. And that's just the nature of the beast. It will work its way out, right? In fact, I think in 2 years, it'd be great to go around and buy up failing baseball card stores. I hate to say that, but someone will be doing that. Anyway, long video, but really interesting insights and comments on the National. I did enjoy the video. What was the other one I want to share with you? Oh, where was that video? Where was the video? It's from Roth something cards. A lot of interesting stuff here. Key takeaways. Oh, I can't find it. Of course, I didn't prepare this video, so when I'm looking for it, it's not going to be here. Let me see. I can go find it over here. Hang in there with me as I pull it up, because this was interesting. The Roth guy, which I like his channel, and I just found it like recently. He's got a lot of subscribers. R-O. Here we go. Roth Cards TV. Videos. This one right here. Right? He's got the Plaza, Sasha T, and there's the card. He tells you how much he sold it for. I'm gonna ruin it for you right now. I do encourage you to check out his video and subscribe. But remember, Sasha T was the asking price was $50,000. They negotiated that $1,000 difference was between $24,000 and $25,000. So $25,000 is what Sasha T paid for that. Now, are you mad at me for telling you that? Hey, look, I just share information. The information's public. I didn't go crack the video or decode it and tell you. I'm just telling you what Roth Cards told me. And you can look at his video, and there's comments here too. If I go in his video, without it getting too noisy, and you can see down here, 24K for a 10K. Okay, so we had 24. Geez, 24, 25K for Hamilton. See, everybody's talking about it in there. So I didn't ruin it for everybody. Well, I did ruin it for a couple people, but I'm just sharing information. And it's interesting because I want to see what happens. Oh, maybe I shouldn't. Sometimes I talk too much, Ziggy. Sometimes you just talk too much. You're not going to make friends this way, Ziggy. You're going to lose subscribers, I'm sure. Okay, let's get out of that. Another cool thing that I saw yesterday. This was, in my opinion, hilarious. Okay, so big, pardon my take, which is not a sports card channel. Okay, I don't really know what they are. I think they do a bunch of stuff. 261,000 subscribers. Ken Golden, talked about he's going to open a box of Topps Chrome here. I wonder if I can show. Do they have? I don't think they replay the chat. No, they don't. Anyway, so they're opening up this $20,000 box of cards. By the way, they sold all these packs to people and profited substantially off it. I think they were selling the packs for $1,000 a piece or something. I don't know. I didn't catch the whole video. But if you followed the chat or were watching the chat was livid. These guys were using their bare fingers, right? Had their hands all over these cards. Were prying them with their fingernails apart from each other. Like the way they took care of these cards was horrific. Horrific. Now, let me see if I can get a bigger picture here. There we go. When you see who's in the room, it's Ken Golden and two guys who are new to sports cards. Look, this guy's mauling the pack, and they're throwing the cards on there. By the way, they did not hit a Kobe. Like, this box was a complete waste, right? The best card they pulled out of was an Allen Iverson, and they acted like they hit the lottery when they did it, right? And then every other card, oh, that's a great card. And the funny thing was, and again, I'm just telling you what the comments were saying. The comments were livid because, A, the people were doing a terrible job managing the cards, just didn't know what they were doing. And B, Ken Golden kept quoting out prices that they kept saying, you're wrong, that's not right. They kept saying, oh, that's a PSA 10 of you this, if that's a PSA. And these guys said, well, it's not. It's a $20 card. It's a $5 card. It just made me giggle. I mean, I was hysterically laughing because, again, this is the kind of the challenge we have with the hobby. This person here, Ken Golden, is not. Let me just clarify this. is not an expert in sports cards. Clearly, he doesn't even know what the hell to open up packs. Like, people were telling him several times, dude, put some gloves on. Stop putting your fingerprints all over the cards. I thought somebody even put in there, why don't you lick your fingers before you open them, right? Because, again, it was sad. And then it makes me think to myself, it's people like Ken Golden who get a card. I mean, why don't we put a card on my dog or give my dog a card? And I'm not being mean, Ken, but you don't know sports cards. You tripped into sports cards a few years ago, and you clearly don't respect them the way you were treating them on this, man. So I just thought this was hilarious. Like, it's sad. Like, again, if you're a card professional or card expert or have any card experience, this video made you mad. And you probably know that Ken Golden is not a card expert. But if you're new to this hobby and you're watching this going, oh, is that how I'm supposed to do it? Oh, this Ken guy, he's a genius. He knows everything. So this just drove me crazy. I thought it was funny. I want to bring it to your attention because I like to bring up stuff like this. But there you got Ken, his card. Again, if Panini's making this card, this makes me laugh. Really, Panini? You know what? Panini will do anything for money. You know what I'm saying? In a nice way. Panini, hey, they're a business. I understand. Love their NFTs. What else did I want to share with you real quickly before we go to the comments? Over here is a quick review from Sports Collectors Daily on the releases. We talked about this yesterday. Panini Gold, the National Treasures, the OPC Premium, Hockey Ice. I don't think I mentioned that one. And Allen and Ginter. And then Topps or Prism Baseball. Stay away. Don't do Prism Baseball products. Boxes on eBay are $270. Wow. I mean, dude, that's what we used to pay for basketball. So you're paying that much for baseball? That baseball box should be like $99, something like that, to get me to buy it. What other videos catch your attention or of interest to me? There was a lot yesterday in the Panini NFT world. A lot of buzz and news. There's nothing going on today. There's absolutely nothing going on. I did like this video here from this guy, AIH. I don't know his name, but do recommend his channel. If you haven't already, get over there, give him a subscribe. He's got some great, interesting opinions. And he talks about the dead cat bounce coming. He actually says, with all the COVID stuff, we could see some limited or some statewide, whatever, lockdowns, which I might agree with him on this, could spur a little dead count bounce in the hobby because people are home again. They might get some welfare checks or some government handout money or whatever. Welfare is not the right term. What are they called? Stimulus checks. So there could be the dead cat bounce. But we will see. But I did like his channel. Really love this perspective on stuff and what he's talking about. So last thing I'll talk about, and then I'll go to the go-to chat and see what people are saying here. Real quickly, there's a quick snapshot of this event. So I will say, why is Giannis under 2,000? Even this is surprising to me. Luka's holding up a little bit. What's over here? No, that's not what I want to show. Tweets now. No. I think I've shown everything. There's something else I wanted. There's one more thing. Where'd it go? Oh, I know what it was. Another market indices to look at. Check this out, guys. This is the last 24 hours for Crypto Slam. And look who's no longer the top, not even the top 5 anymore. This is a great canary in the cave that Top Shot has done, dude. They are 10th on daily activity. 10th. User community is still high. I have to close this out. I'll do my meta box thing later. User is still high, but boy, volume is just dipping. People are selling that thing like it's a sinking ship. I mean, they're in the off season, so we'll see. And even the 7 days, look at the 7 day, right? There they are, 10th. Right? If I go 30 day, they're 5th. And if I go all time, NBA Top Shot's still number 2 in total sales volume, which again, remind people, $667 million, $500 million, and they're still in beta and can't give us a healthy marketplace. Last thing I'll talk about. Oh, I forgot to tell you this. Boom, today, in a few hours, this needs to be updated. Panini's coming out with the Phoenix football white shimmer packs, right? These are 4,000 points, I believe. I think they're, 4,000 Panini points to get a pack. And here's a quick picture of what that's going to look like. There's some of the packs. Personally, I'm not interested in this. I don't have 4,000 points. If I did, I wouldn't waste them on Phoenix football white shimmer. I just point this out that it seems like there's a white shimmer of every damn product made now. This used to be exclusive to, there used to be white sparkle prism packs. Then there are white sparkle optic packs. Then they're white sparkled everything. Everything's white sparkled now. There'll probably be some white sparkle NFT packs coming. Over here, this is what I'll be keeping my eye on today. This is the first Dutch oven auction of the Panini NFTs. Now, my only thoughts here is that people have been paying $800,000 for a legendary pack from Top Shot for the last 6 months, and fighting over to get these things, fighting to get them. And the best you could get in them, I think, is to number to either 120 or 59 for legendary, 59 or 120 for an NFT. I'm not even going to criticize the NFT, but over here today, Panini's going to do historically drop an NFT pack, which each pack will have one of one in it. One of one in it. Every pack will have a one of one in it. And it starts at $750. I suspect this will sell out at $750. There's only 300 packs. And here's another funny thing I thought about. I did a video on this, but for the first time, you honestly, as you watch these packs, if you buy a pack, and you watch other packs being ripped, in the back of your head, you're rooting against your friends because you're sitting there going, well, if he pulls LeBron, I can't get it. Or if he pulls a Luka, I can't get it. He pulls Zion, I can't get it. There's only one. So as he opens them, you're sitting there going, oh, good luck, man. Oh, you got that one? Oh, it's a good card, though. It's a good card, you know? And I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I can pull the trigger on this today. I need it to go under 750, and I don't think it's going to. So we're going to see. I'm going to keep an eye on it, let you know. But if not, I'll be watching packs be open, and I'll be cheering. And I'm also on track. There's another thing you can track: which ones are out of the pack, which ones aren't. Now, the blockchain allows you to do that too. So that's another thing I just love about this product, is having visibility in what the products are. Like, if you think of National Treasures, when they break National Treasures every year, and when hits get pulled, you don't know about it unless someone posts it in social media. The Zion Williamson logo man, which I've been looking for, just not myself personally, but to hear about, has it been pulled or not? Who knows? We don't know yet. No one knows. I haven't seen it surface. Have you seen it surface? If you have, let me know. But this, you will know. This is going to be an interesting day here in the NFT space. Oh, one other last thing. Funky Pop, Ninja Turtles dropped today too, if you're into that. It's not even sports related. I'm just mentioning it. I missed this drop yesterday. This sold out instantly. These are free, 10,000. And they have a queuing system. I was like 25,000 in the queue, which means there's a lot of people in Funko Pops. Not surprised. Okay, let's jump back over here and look at comments, questions, and feedback from the audience. Guys, thanks again for being here. I do appreciate it. 22 minutes there, Ziggy, to get through all that. Good morning, John. Always a pleasure. Shane, morning. Great to see you. Simon, thank you very much for being here. DR, morning. Great to see you, sir. Good morning to everybody else in the chat. One of bronze in the balance. Congratulations. I'm going to say in our local news here in the DC area, I forget who it was. I think a congressman or somebody. I don't know who it was, but somebody made a comment that everybody's paying attention to Simone Biles and her mental health issues. And hey, that's great. But did you guys know that here in the United States, outside Washington, D.C., one of the police officers, the Capitol police officers who defended the Capitol back on January 6th, committed suicide the other day from mental issues? I'm only bringing that. I don't want to go political, but I'm just bringing that to the point that, I think there's mental problems that are serious issues where people really deal with mental depression, suicide, chemical imbalance. And then I can't compete because I'm stressed and I'm on the national stage. I just don't think it's the same thing personally. Personally, I don't. But one gets attention and the other gets ignored. And I'll leave it at that. Good morning, Trevor. Good morning, Shane. A lot of stars are hurt. Yeah, absolutely, man. A lot in baseball and across the board, man. Good morning, 3B Collection. Acuna and Tatis in the injury. I agree, man. I agree. It does. I mean, it does seem like they haven't had a full season. I mean, I'd even say it seems like Trout is injury prone. If you look at his career, I mean, he's been off and on injuries, right? Like, where are the Cal Ripkens of this generation? Is there a single Cal Ripken in this generation anymore? Remember Cal Ripken, the freaking Iron Man? That, I might put Cal Ripken in the GOAT category. The man never won, didn't complain, played for how many consecutive games? I mean, think about that. There's no Cal Ripkens today. There's just no Cal Ripkens today. Yes, they do. All the ultra modern was way overpriced, and people finally figured it out. Yep, I think they are finally figuring it out. Anyone know when Trout's coming back? I don't know. Good morning. Running late here. Dirty South. Good morning, Nats, man. Last I heard, when we would run full speed, he felt something in his calf. Ugh, that's not good. Trout said mid-August. Okay, thank you for the update. Good morning, guys. I love the exchange. Damn, was originally estimated after All-Star break. Yeah, that does suck. Good morning, Robert. Thanks for joining me. I do appreciate it. Trout needs a DH once in a while. Save the wear and tear in his body. A DH for Trout. Sasha, you don't think was unintentional? Was it intentional? Oh, it was intentional. He intentionally blocked the price. He didn't want people to know. But he didn't tell everybody else that, right? Agreed. Starting to make sense with him DH occasionally. Oh, so Trout should just DH. I agree with you. Barstool. How do you not know Big Cat? It's a shame. Big Cat. He will always be Kenny Golden to me. Every time I hear his name, I think of scoreboard and QBC. See, Theodore, this is what I'm talking about. This guy's history is not like he's been in the sports card world for 20 years. He didn't have a sports card local hobby shop for years. This guy is just here because he can see money. And I give him credit for seeing that. He saw, hey, people are paying a lot of money for these cardboards. Hey, I'm going to go out and start soliciting them. So he did. He went out and solicited cards, and he bought him his auction. He built the name of the auction, and he built up the value. I mean, let's be honest. This man took an auction house, which anybody can create an auction house. I know there's rules and regulations, but really in this case, anybody can create an auction house, and he sold it for probably millions of dollars to PSA. So, hey, I applaud you on that, dude. I do. But don't try to be a card expert, okay? Because even people are saying in the chat, they're going, Ken Golden is making PSA look bad in that video. If you watch that video and you watch the break, you're going to sit there and go, dude, this is not good. Like, it just did not look good at all. It was weird looking. I was like, really, Ken? I mean, come on. Stop these guys. They're going to, like, I was waiting for the guys to, like, slam the, like, one of the things they're talking about was double sleeve it. And he goes, you double sleeve it? What is double sleeve? He goes, no, you put in the sleeve and then you put in the penny. And then one guy's trying to double sleeve it. Or I don't know. These guys didn't know what the heck they were doing. And you have a $20,000 box in front of them. And again, they don't care because it's not their cards, right? They've already got money from people who bought these packs, right? People paid money, $1,000 a pack. And boy, that, talk about, wow. I don't even think about it. Gold vinyl NFTs. Yeah, they're big money. Big money. Welfare checks are coming. Haha, made me laugh, brother. Sorry. I didn't mean to call it welfare. That's rude because welfare is different than a stimulus check. Kenny Golden goes from pushing upper deck and autos from DiMaggio. Mantle running. You have him. You have to give him credit. Yeah, I do give him credit for his hustle. But I'm just saying, dude, you should not be representing as an expert and telling people, oh, that's a $100 car. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, don't say that. Those are all raw. And you don't know if they're going to PSA 10 unless you've got some hookup at PSA. I remember when he would call into the shop at home and Don West and Eddie Lewis. Doesn't he have a bit of a pass selling fake Mantle autos? I've heard he has a shady pass. Yes. Again, he would say he didn't know what he was doing or it wasn't his fault. But yes, he's got some. He's not pristine in the hobby. I'll show you playing now, hoping we move through to play USA in the semifinals. Go Team Australia. We're talking basketball, right? Because the women's team they didn't do well. I think the women's team's playing Australia for the bronze medal, right, Simon, in soccer? How about Cohen yesterday with the rocker, no signing? You think Nat and Kenny are good for the hobby? Cohen wants. I didn't see this about Cohen yesterday with the rocker, no signing. I didn't see that, but I agree. You're right. Cohen is the real billionaire behind this. He really is. He's the guy who's really big money behind what's going on in these buys. It doesn't matter if you have Panini points or not. There's little chance of getting them. The website always freezes me. I only have 2,500 points. Yeah, John, I wouldn't go after the Phoenix packs, right? Like, I'll just tell you this. I mean, Phoenix is an interesting product, but, dude, it's only been around a few years. I'd save those points for a Prism pack or an Optic pack or something better. Let's go. Yes, I missed the damn promo pack yesterday. Dude, I tried, but I couldn't get in either. I mean, it was tough, which means this could be hard to do. I think that those the turtle things will sell it fast. The one thing I love about the wax blockchains, the best about, is you can go on the marketplace immediately and buy those. So I did buy a promo pack in the aftermarket. I paid $13 for it. They were free. I paid $13, which is probably a waste of money. And also I realized too, one thing I don't like about wax is that once you sell and you get wax tokens back. And I wouldn't say it's hard, but it's an extra barrier to sell your wax to get cash. To take wax into cash is challenging. Biles is a victim of sexual assault. It's not, and she's still in the sport. I'm going to leave that alone, but that's not why I think her mental problems with the game. And if so, I'll just leave it alone. Let me say it again. I think sports challenges versus a man who's struggling and commits suicide, right? Single mother with 3 kids, mental problems versus a woman who I know went through a bad past but is wealthy the rest of her life and has, income forever. There's just different levels of mental complaining to me. Yes, sad story of the officer. Very sad story of the officer, man. The National was a content creators convention. All that cash changing hands in National on camera, kids selling cards and $1,000. IRS has to be watching. Probably so. There were some cool videos. I saw a good video of that Roth guy video. He talks to a kid, and the kid's smart. The kid even talks about how he gets better deals because he's a kid, right? In fact, I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to use my kids to get better deals because people are going to get better deals to kids. Good morning. Like, a kid can go up there and go, can I get this for $100? No, man, it's $200. Please. Okay, kid, here you go. I'd do it. I'd give it to the kid for less money, right? Good morning, hobby friends. Good morning, Ziggy. Thanks for joining, Tom. Cal is the best of all time. I don't know who Cal is, but I'm going to agree with you. Good morning, Tom. Yes, it was Kuchera for the Cards. How do you think NBA draft class will impact the new basketball products? It seems like a ton of buzz for this class. I don't know. I mean, it's still early, and they're talking about it, but it's just, to me, it's not like the two classes that I remember had a lot of buzz was the Alonzo Ball, Tatum, and Fultz class, because there were 3 first rounds and going to 3 prime teams, right? You had the 76ers, the Lakers, and the Celtics. So that was a big draft class, and that was very hyped. And in fact, the biggest part of that was the Alonzo Ball's father just made it even bigger, in my opinion. So that was a very hyped class. Luka's class was not hyped. It was kind of under the radar. People were like, oh, okay, Luka. In fact, during Luka's rookie season, people were watching Zion, his high school season or college season. So Zion was the next big one. Since then, I don't think there's – then you have Melo, right? And then you have this class. So I think it's hard to compare those. So to me, the relative buzz is it's better than last year. But I don't know. Like, the Pistons aren't a great team, in my opinion. I don't see these players going to a place where they're going to have an impact. I'm more excited about the free agency moves that are happening right now. Man, when are they going to start walking around making sure people have tax ID numbers? It will be a long time. Yeah, men's baseball playing semis, women's soccer for bronze, correct. Yep. Did Gary Vee attend the National and buy all the? No, he did not. And he announced he did not go. And again, I would have loved to see him go there because he couldn't have bought all the damn Jordans. I think there was one guy had 10 of them in the booth. And apparently, as a personal finance dad said, he realized that vintage is not scarce. Yeah, it's not. That's the problem. It's not scarce. There's a lot of it out there. What makes it scarce is when it gets graded, but it's raw form. It's a lot. There's a lot. It was a lot was made. And even though it's really old, there's a lot of it around. Okay. These breakers are gambling. I would think they would have to gambling license. Regulations are coming. There's a conversation about that. That was in breakout or extreme breakout cards. Like, if they made breakers have gambling licenses, how would that affect the hobby? I think that'd probably be a good thing. I know the big breakers who've set up would probably embrace that, like Leighton and Platinum and Mojo, because they've got to be feeling loss of business to some of the kitchen breakers. But at the same time, I think people fight about their individual rights. Like, people have the right to brew their own beer, right? To grow their own marijuana in some states. So I think you have a hard time on that. I also don't think, with as liberal as we've gotten with gambling laws, I just don't think it's something that you'll see people crack down on. I think they crack down more on the taxes than they would on the illegal gambling part of this, but I could be wrong. Well, guys, that's about it. We're hitting 30 minutes. I got to work today, so got to get to the office, get some work done. Have a great day, man. Hope you enjoyed this content. Hope it gave you something to think about. Remember, treat people the way you want to be treated, the golden rule of the hobby. And remember, the hobby is the people, both good people and bad people. Have a great day. Oh, one last thing I saw last night on Card Porn YouTube. Check it out. They opened a God box. A God box. A God box is a box that's just loaded. Like, I remember watching a God box where it's all Laker cars, all Laker autos. I think it was a box of Exquisite back in the day. This was a box of F1, Formula One, and every pack had a 1-of-1 printing plate. And I think there were 6 or 5 or 4 1-of-1 auto printing plates in it. So crazy, crazy, crazy God box. Have a great day, guys. Check it out. And hey, if you have any content that I'm not talking about, drop it in the bottom. Let's share. This is about the community, man. I'm not here to just be about Ziggy. I'm here to be about the hobby.